Turning back to the race for the nomination, Republican candidates are gearing up for their next battles. They come up on Tuesday night in Arizona and Utah. Here's a look at the delegate count. Donald Trump is at 673 right now. Senator Ted Cruz has 411. Marco Rubio hangs on to his 169 delegates, which will be divvied up in various ways depending on the states as they get to the convention time this summer. And Ohio Governor John Kasich comes in at 143. Jeff DeWit is Arizona's state treasurer and the chairman of the Arizona Trump campaign. Jeff, good morning. Good to have you with us this morning here on the program. So how are things looking for the Trump campaign in Arizona on Tuesday?
Looking very, very good. Donald Trump gets here later today. We've got 3 events tomorrow. Some great communities here, going to Fountain Hills for a big rally. And there's just a monstrous amount of people that have signed up for that. And then going down to Tucson. So really going to be a great day in Arizona. Donald Trump leads in the polls, as he has I think the entire time, but he's got great support here, and I think we're going to do very well at delivering a victory for him here on Tuesday.
So give us the breakdown, you know, as you look at the delegates in Arizona, in your home state, you know, how do they get divided up? Is it an open primary? Give everybody the lay of the land in terms of whether or not people can register on the day of, all of that.
So this is an open primary. You cannot register on the same day, so registration is closed now. You have to have done it already. Open primary in the sense that independents can vote Republican, but Democrats cannot. So, but we call that here an open primary. And then it's going to be a winner-take-all state. 58 delegates are up for grabs. It is winner-take-all, so it's one of the big prizes, which is why really on both sides right now you have every candidate here. We're going to have, I think, Hillary on Monday, Bernie is here, Ted Cruz is here, so and then Donald Trump, obviously, we're doing the great events. So everybody's here. It's a big prize to be had, but I think we're going to do great at delivering that prize to Donald Trump Tuesday night.
How much time has Ted Cruz spent in the state?
Not a lot. We haven't seen very much of Ted, and so I think it's more of a photo op for him. Donald Trump has been here a lot more. Donald Trump was here, if you know, back in December. He was here the previous July. He really has concentrated on Arizona, and this is why he's got a lot of support. He's got Joe Arpaio, Sheriff Joe, he's a world-renowned, obviously, is the world's toughest sheriff, and he endorses Donald Trump. Former Governor Jan Brewer endorses Donald Trump, and of course, I'm the first statewide elected in the country to endorse Donald Trump as the state treasurer here of Arizona.
Yeah, you know, when you look at the lay of the land, turnout, things like that, what are you guys expecting in terms of turnout? Is there any early vote factor in Arizona?
We do have an early vote factor, and I think turnout's going to be big, as it has been across the board almost everywhere you go. There's so much excitement around the presidency this year because of Donald Trump and what he brings. And so we've seen some states, as you've noticed, where turnout is over 50%. And I could see that trend continuing here. It's obviously a very hot topic. People in Arizona are very passionate about their Republican candidates, and I expect to see a very healthy turnout here, and especially going back, if you look at the previous races, the establishment has chosen our candidates for us for the previous 2 times, and they gave us Mitt Romney and they gave us John McCain, and there wasn't a big excitement factor amongst the grassroots. Arizona has a very vibrant, very conservative grassroots factor, and they are turning out in droves for Donald Trump. And so I think that right there is going to drive the higher turnout, if nothing else. Yeah,
we'll see. And as you point out, Sheriff Joe Arpaio, also Governor Brewer, have been supporting Donald Trump. It's sort of one of the base areas that he will likely do well in, considering his take on immigration, which really sort of launched him in his campaign last summer. So we'll see how it goes. Jeff DeWit, thank you very much. Good to talk to you today.
Thank you, Martha.